All right, we are live. Apologies for the delay if anybody was waiting for this live, which I don't think so. But we have one person who's running late and two are having technical difficulties. So it is one of those nights. Anyway, so welcome to the Bitching Dead. We are your hosts, Farid and Tara, right now. Bekah will be joining us in a few. We are a webcast from the minds at the geeky area, and we are here to bitch about stuff and things because somebody has to do it. If you haven't seen the most recent 2 episodes of The Walking Dead, please turn back now. We're not responsible for any spoilers you hear. We did warn you.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember this is recorded live. So we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties or accidental or intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead.
All right. We'd also like to remind all of you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the geeky area or the webcast itself as a whole. And like, I know why we have to say that disclaimer, but at this point, it's kind of like, why even bother? I'm pretty sure we've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm pretty sure we're the only 3 people left on the website that watch this show, and we're pretty much always in agreement. So, newsy stuff.
Yeah, Tom Paine, I guess, is done with The Walking Dead. If his pilot gets picked up.
I mean, he cut all of his hair off. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. And I guess the Aragon edition didn't pan out. He was like, I'm keeping my hair long for the Aragon edition. So, yeah, that didn't happen. Sorry, Tom Paine, you won't be Aragon.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess because I only picture Aragorn from like, you know, the Peter Jackson movies. Like, I don't picture him with long Tom Paine hair. I picture him with like Viggo Mortensen hair from those movies. So at most,
and I also don't picture him as being too pretty.
Yeah.
Aragon, I pictured him as someone who has gone through things, like
because he has. He's old, you know. I mean, well, he's not really old in terms of, you know, what is it, Dunedain years, but he's older.
And the fun part is that Tom Paine took the role away from Finn Jones.
Yes. Yeah.
That was so hilarious. Like the first, according to the news, they first selected Finn Jones, but then something happened. The producers ended up making a decision and they ended up not hiring Finn Jones and they went with Tom Paine. Why do you think that was? Was Finn Jones asking for too much money or something? Or he was just being problematic?
So I've never heard anything about Finn Jones being like drama or anything like that. Like I met him a couple times and he always seemed very nice. I think maybe the money thing might be part of it, but I mean, also like, I mean, granted, I don't know too much about Tom Paine's acting, especially outside of The Walking Dead, but like, I definitely don't, like Finn Jones is not a good actor. Like, I'm sorry, he wasn't good in Game of Thrones. He wasn't good in horrible in Iron Fist. Like,
I think then Finn Jones might have asked for too much because he does come from Game of Thrones and he had like the Netflix shows. Maybe he was asking too much for just a pilot. And I mean, it's Tom Paine. People don't necessarily know about Tom Paine. Yeah, they don't know about him. So maybe that happened. Anyway, the show is called, I guess, what is it? Prodigal Son or something? And apparently Finn Jones is going to work as an investigator and or something. And he like goes after crazy people, serial killers. So it feels like another procedural drama, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yet another. But I mean, honestly, that's what people like, man. Those shows, they go on forever and ever. They're not expensive to make, and they get watched by the people who still have cable.
I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but I guess people who are like in their late 30s or something.
Excuse you? I don't watch that shit. And I think I'm still solidly entrenched in my mid-30s, but like I've never like I've like watched what I guess are procedural shows like Criminal Minds, like Law and Order SVU, but like I watched Criminal Minds, like I binged it, you know, I binged the first like however many seasons, 5 or 6 seasons, and then kind of like once it was down to like a weekly thing, I was like, I don't care about this anymore. And like SVU is something I would watch, you know, when it was on as reruns, and I never watched it week by week. But like it's been years since I watched a show like that at all. So I do think they cater to a certain generation. I just think it's the one before mine.
Yeah. And I just can't understand people who don't binge watch. Like, I can't wait entire weeks just for a dumb show like The Walking Dead, which I know is a dumb show, but I still have to wait an entire week for the new episode. I just want all of The Walking Dead season to be released at once so that I can binge watch it and get it over with.
Yeah, for real. Well, I mean, and honestly, like we've talked about this before, the idea like that season 2 was such a horrible season, which even now, or especially now, like rewatching it, sort of recently, like granted, I'm still binging it, but like it was nowhere near as bad as it's been the past few seasons.
Yeah.
And like, but also like, I do think that if I had to watch that season week by week, I would have been frustrated, you know, like the farm stuff can get a bit boring at times, repetitive sort of stuff. But yeah, it's so anyway, so we'll go Tom Payne. Hopefully this, whatever this thing is, even if it's not something any of us would watch, is something that is going to do well. Because like, I mean, I don't know the guy really at all. I've never seen him in anything outside of The Walking Dead, but he seems all right, you know?
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they are able to get him back for flashback episodes, if they do those.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was very weird for me to not see Jesus in those flashback episodes they did in episode 14. I was like, where's Jesus? Couldn't they get Tom Payne back for a scene or two?
Yeah, seriously, because I mean, he was in an episode, what, like a couple weeks ago? I can't remember if it was the mid-season premiere or the one after that, but like he's been in. Okay.
Yeah, the mid-season premiere. He was in that.
And I mean, I guess I don't even know, if they film them chronologically, like
I do think that they filmed it earlier before his last episode, but because they don't film like these episodes chronologically, you know, the shooting is all over the place, but it still felt weird that Jesus wasn't in the flashbacks because Jesus kind of pops up everywhere,
right?
So yeah, it would be interesting to see if they're able to get him back.
Yeah, because I'm sure we've got more well, I don't know. We might not have any more flashbacks coming. That was kind of all we needed.
I mean, who knows? It's The Walking Dead. Who knows what they end up doing?
Well, we'll get into that in a little bit.
The rating seems to have ticked up a bit. Not like they used to be, but they did tick up a bit. It's still one of those lower numbers. But I'm like, this show needs to end. But at this rate, if the ratings keep on dropping at this rate, this show can still go on for 5 or 6 more seasons before it gets canceled.
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't think I can make it that long, Farid. I just don't think I can.
Walker one.
My God. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I am a fucking walker over this show right now. I'm just like,
we are The Walking Dead. The audience was The Walking Dead all along.
Oh my gosh. All right. So that's all we have for news. There hasn't really been much
Yeah, nothing. There hasn't been nothing. There hasn't been any more information about the new spin-off. There hasn't been any more information about Fear the Walking Dead. Nothing. Which is kind of strange because AMC really hypes this show up.
Yeah, and Fear is coming back. I mean, I'm guessing it's going to come back. If they do it the same way they have the past, couple years, it's going to come back the weekend Walking Dead ends.
Yeah, but and we got nothing up. We got nothing. Only 2 episodes left for this season.
As long as John Dory is still kicking.
Oh, yes, John Dory.
I can't wait to just I can't wait to talk about John Dory when we do our like mid-season and end-season Fear the Walking Dead webcasts. Anyway, so I was trying to wait to get into the episodes, until Bekah could join us, but I guess we're gonna just plow on forward and we can come back to some of what she had to say. Honestly, like I literally watched episode 13 maybe 3 or 4 days ago and remember the stuff where they were like, where Daryl and oh my God, the deaf girl, I cannot remember her name.
Does she even have a name?
Yeah, shit. What is her name? Do you know her name?
I have no idea.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, yes, she has a name, but I don't know it. I don't think they say it. Really?
Do they? Do they really?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they do.
Yeah, they don't say her name. It's so weird. No one says her name. So
Daryl and the lovely deaf woman and Henry and Lydia. Like I remember the stuff where they're in the building fighting like the walkers and the whispers, and that's like and I remember just like bits and pieces of the stuff with the highwaymen and the kingdom. And I don't remember anything that I liked really. But Farid, you said you saw Gracie. I don't remember that at all. But like, if that actually happened, that's my favorite.
Yeah, in episode 14, like for me, my favorite moments are like Gracie sightings. Did Gracie appear in an episode? Yeah, she did. So anyway, my favorite moments in episode 13, Choke Point, was Henry getting injured. I was hoping for him to die. I really want him to die. Then the Daryl and Bekah fight sequence was kind of cool. Like, Bekah is quite strong. And it was kind of convenient that he didn't die after falling through the elevator shaft. Like, that was just out of like a game, like a Resident Evil game. Like, he didn't die. I was like, a normal person would have died.
Literally any video game. Like,
out of his head.
I like fall off fucking cliffs. Like I fall off 20-foot cliffs in Red Dead all the time, and you land and it's just like bang, it takes like half your health away. You take a potion and you're fine. Like
yeah, and he got up and he walked away. I was like, why? How is that even possible? So yeah, I mean, and then coming to the next episode, Scars, I liked seeing the pregnant Michonne flashback. That was interesting. And then it was during the flashback, we saw Gracie, like, I guess she was only 1 year old, and Aaron was like walking with her. If you remember, she was like 2 or 3.
No, I don't.
You don't remember Gracie? How could you, Tara?
So I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I watched this at like 2 a.m. after having drank something. I don't really recall what it was. It was vodka maybe or wine. So that's probably why I don't remember.
And then the crazy kids reveal. I enjoy seeing crazy kids being crazy, but the entire story about how Michonne and Daryl ended up having those scars because of the kids, like, it was anticlimactic. I didn't enjoy it. I was expecting a lot more.
Yeah, like than just random branding for some reason. Like, oh, we're just gonna brand people. First of all, we have like just moved into like least favorite moments automatically. I literally, like, again, no idea what happened in episode 13 in terms of like good stuff. But yeah, no, I did like Michonne talking to Negan, since we're speaking about episode 14. That was kind of a I don't know. It was as good as this show is going to get lately, honestly.
I mean, that interaction was good. Like, Michonne was like, did you tell Judith what you did to Glenn, what you did to Abraham? And Negan didn't say anything, and Michonne was like, I thought so. Like, I mean, I still can't figure out how Michonne is going to leave this show.
Yeah, especially with Judith and whatever
AJ,
the other...
AJ, I guess.
AJ, yeah.
I mean, I can't figure out how they're going to write her out.
Yeah, without...
But anyway, what about the crazy kids? Were you expecting a lot more? I mean, the way that they ended up not mentioning it throughout the season, like something bad happened to us. We don't talk about it, but something bad happened.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, that was really bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I get it was like, oh, she had to do it or whatever, but Michonne just killed a bunch of fucking kids, man. Like, now I get why she's so messed up, but also, what the hell, Walking Dead?
I enjoyed the entire sequence. I enjoyed it all. I was like, yeah, kill those kids, Michonne. Kill those crazy kids.
I mean, let's be real. Like, it's sort of it's like the what was the Look at the Flowers girl? What was her name?
Oh, Carly, Casey, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. The Look at the Flowers girl, and then in the comics, it's the twin boys. Although it's Carl that kills one of them, or kills the surviving one after he kills his twin. Like, this isn't something that the the Walking Dead story is new to, so it didn't like bother me in the sense that like there are children being killed, which is fucking terrible that like you have to think that way, because like, I mean, it's very like Lord of the Flies. Those kids ain't coming back, probably. There's no psychologist. There's no, I don't know, like, but it's still just shocked me that the show was willing to go there, I guess, because before, like with the girl, it was, I don't know, it was like one little girl, like, and she just killed her sister and was threatening Judith and whatever, and that was still hard, like to kind of comprehend watching it, but now it's like Michonne is just pregnant. Michonne is just like
slicing her way through them.
Yeah, slicing up a fucking posse of children. I don't know. I guess because it's Michonne, it's like Carol, I expected that of, because she'd gotten so dark, for that period of time. But like Michonne, it's kind of like she's always still had that kind of like soft spot. It's like, whoa, no, okay, well, that's gone. And now I'm left wondering, because I haven't really liked her character this second half of the season, and I'm left wondering if I'm ever going to like her again. Because I don't think there's any coming back from that.
But they kind of justified it. Like they did. They
did.
That
I agree.
Was pregnant and her life was in danger. The life of all of the kids. AJ's life, they had kidnapped Judith. Like, just justified it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was just still like rough, like watching it be Michonne of all people. You know what I mean?
And she was crying through it.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, she was crying through it.
Apparently, Twitter was going nuts too about her murdering a bunch of children.
I mean, let's be real. If we were in that situation, we would have killed those kids. Even if I wasn't pregnant, I would have killed those kids. I would be like, you all kids need to die.
I haven't had enough wine to answer that question.
I mean, those kids would have killed Michonne if she hadn't defended herself.
Yeah.
They would have.
Oh, when the one like sliced her belly, like that whole episode was just like one big trigger warning, gotta be honest. Like,
yeah, first.
I mean, it's The Walking Dead, so how shocked can you really be? But it's been a while since it's been that rough. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. When was the last time we had a death of like, and Carl even doesn't count because like he was kind of bitten by a walker doing something good, whatever. Like, when was the last time we had an episode that was that like hard to like that dealt with something kind of that dark?
Yeah.
Like I'd say Carol and the kids, the little girl, and like maybe the Noah episode.
But then again, that's what I'm trying to think about. Like, are they going to go more darker because for shock value, because they think that will get them the viewers back?
I mean, maybe, but like, I think it's I think why they've lost why they lost the most viewers was because of Negan. Like, and that was pretty dark, you know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that like the Negan stuff. I don't even think it was that it was dark. I think it was that it just people were so pissed that they killed off Glenn.
Yeah, that was the main reason. Like they weren't. Because
I think the governor
Negan being dark. Governor was more darker.
He was way worse. He was way worse. Like, wow, the shit he did to Michonne, the way he like manipulated Andrea, like just oh my God, he was horrible. And I mean, he was bad in the comics too, but his character wasn't that whole plotline wasn't dragged out as long as it was in the show. And I think in the comics, Negan is probably worse, but like in the show, yeah, the governor was like way worse, but he didn't kill Glenn.
Yeah, that's the point. The moment they killed Glenn, you could like tell that the audience wasn't interested anymore. They should have kept Glenn around. I don't know why they decided to kill him.
I mean, and Abraham at the same time too.
Just kill Abraham and keep Glenn around, or like seriously injure Glenn, not kill him.
Something. I mean, I guess like if they're gonna keep something from the comics, yeah, sure, keep that. But like, for me, it was like, not that I'd really loved the show for a while before that, and of course I am dumb and kept watching it afterward. But like for me, it wasn't that they killed Glenn. It was that they killed Glenn and Abraham and like needlessly in the same episode, you know? And also the fact that they, oh my gosh, this dog. I'm sorry. Bekah is at the door, I think.
Okay, so Bekah's back and I'm left with all you all. So yeah, I'm not really sure if some of you are watching this live.
LOL. I locked Bekah out of the house. I mean, she has a key to the back door, but she was trying to get to the front door and I totally locked it.
Let the right one in, Tara. Let the right one in.
Anyway, so yeah, like for me, the not breaking point. I was like, because I kept watching the show, but the whole like them killing both Glenn and Abraham was just like, God, this is so unnecessary and stupid and unnecessary.
And also the way they faked Glenn's death, like people were angry about that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
They left watching. They stopped watching that. I know people who stopped watching this show after that fake out.
Mm-hmm. Because it was bullshit. And then to kill him anyway, that was what I was going to say. Like, if you're going to be pissed about Glenn's death, be pissed about the fact that they faked his death and then they killed him anyway. In the same, like, not the same season. And, that was the other thing. The fact that they made everybody wait to find out. Like, fuck you, AMC, honestly. God, this show. It's just so So bad. And what's even where is shore? What is it? The beach people.
Oceanside.
Oceanside.
Where are they?
Yeah, like they were on the welcome sign, right, for the fair.
Yeah. But where are they? Where's the representative? Like, where are they?
Well, and just speaking of the fair, like, since we're just entrenched in least favorite moments, who are these highwaymen? Where the fuck did they come from? Like, maybe I completely missed something, but that was one part. Farid, I messaged you as I was watching it, like, hey, did I miss something? What the hell happened here? And you didn't respond to me. And I'm like, okay, so either he's like, Tara, you're a total idiot and you missed something, or I didn't miss anything. And then Bekah said that, and hopefully this is correct, that like they just showed like Jerry and all them just showed up saying they were like attacked on the road and like his sword got taken or something. Like, what happened with the highwaymen? Where did they come from?
They are actually saviors. They were actually saviors.
Oh.
Yeah, they were actually saviors, and they ended up like starting their own group and finding and recruiting more people. But as far as my opinion goes, I guess they are just more fodder for the finale. I guess there's going to be a big like attack, a walker herd attack, and those people are going to die. They're just fodder. They're red shirts, basically. It was so stupid. I actually thought that Carol was going to kill them all. The moment she said, how many of you haven't watched a movie in a long time, with her weird smile, I was like, Carol is going to kill them all.
But she's beyond that now because she's happy with Ezekiel, which means one of them is going to die.
Ezekiel is going to die, and Carol's going to go back to being her crazy self, which I'll be thankful for if that means that she'll get rid of that wig.
Your hatred of that wig is just like choice.
I mean, that wigs need to go.
It is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Like, I guess it wouldn't, like, she couldn't have grown her actual hair out like anywhere even halfway that long between seasons. But wow, that wig is bad. So bad. And you're calling the highwaymen the highway patrol. I literally only started calling the highwaymen because that was what Bekah was calling them. I don't know if they have like an actual name, but yeah, I did that whole thing was just the fuck. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Like, out of the blue, just no explanation. They're the bad guys all of a sudden, and then they're not. And like, I'm guessing maybe the show is gonna do something with them, and when like they fight the Whisperers, like, and that was the point of introducing them. But like, it was just so awkward and bad. It was bad, just bad. Like, out of those 2 episodes, that's kind of like the one thing that I just remember specifically is that it was really fucking the way they were introduced, and anything about them was just dumb, bad, and I hate it. So,
hey,
we have a Bekah.
We do. Almost didn't though, because the front door was locked and I had to run around.
I know. I swear to God, I did not lock it, but I just must have like not thinking.
The deadbolt was on. Anyway,
no, it was. I looked. I got up and looked. I locked you out of the house.
Okay, well, where's Farid?
We might have lost him.
Oh.
He was here and now he's not, apparently.
Yeah, so what are we talking about now?
I was just bitching about the highwaymen, and honestly, like, I was looking at the document, not at my like. Hey, I was looking at the document, not at the webcast. So, like, I very well might have been just bitching to myself for like 5 minutes.
I mean, like,
About how bad the Highwayman thing.
Well, see, I actually like the Highwayman, and I know it's gonna be cheesy as hell. Also, y'all, Dolores from Umbrella Academy made a surprise appearance in this episode, as the mannequin. Because they're sorry. They were in that creepy ass mannequin factory or whatever. But no, I like as dumb as the Highwaymen were. I don't know. I really did not hate Chokepoint. Like I actually really enjoyed it. And I hate to say that because I feel like a traitor to our webcast. But I did not hate Chokepoint. Although what the fuck though, that stuffed tiger. And then I realized it was not a stuffed tiger. I realized it was not a stuffed tiger. It was like a clay sculpture or something. And I was like, that's a big fat yikes for me.
Someone needs to break it.
I completely missed the tiger thing.
Oh my God. How did you miss it? It was there 12 times.
Listen, like I said to Farid earlier, I watched episode 13 drunk at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is that whenever you were yelling at me in the other room? I think so.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? And I was like, what's going on? And you were like, I missed something. Why does Jerry not have his sword? And I was like, what? And then I watched it, and yeah, because I heard you yelling about his sword whenever I was coming, when I was sneaking in the back way.
You don't fuck with Jerry, man.
No, Jerry's a baby. That means he's going to die, and makes me very sad.
Yeah, I do think that Jerry's head might end up on the stake.
I hope
not. I hope not as well.
He might end up dying trying to save Nabila and the kids.
No, Farid, why? Don't give them ideas.
I mean, it might happen.
What?
Wouldn't it be so funny if it's not Carol's head, but Carol's wig on the...
Oh my God. Wigs for the future. Wigs for walkers.
Yeah, like Daryl and the rest of the people are walking towards the kingdom, and they notice the stakes all around, and they notice the back of Carol's wig, and they think that it's Carol's head. But when they go there, it's just her wig.
Read. Why are you?
Or it's somebody else with long gray hair. They see it. Oh my God, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna fucking try to trick us out and be like, Carol's dead. They're gonna see the wig from the back or the side, and then go around, and it's gonna be that other old woman.
That's going to happen.
Rose.
The one from Hilltop.
Yeah. Balls.
Yeah, it's gonna be her. She's got a baby right now.
As soon as I saw that baby,
she dying.
As soon as I saw that baby, I was like, fuck. That's all I could think was oh no. And also I love how they lock the baby in a fucking chest.
Yeah, that was a good idea though.
Yeah.
Just lock the babies in the chest. Lock them up.
That's what my parents used to do to me. They used to put me in a closet in my car seat and shut the door.
Wow. That's
just to get me to be. That's what my dad told me. I don't know if that's true or not. I really hope it's not true, because otherwise that's awful.
I'm not gonna say anything about the way I was raised, honestly. Just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Were you locked up in a chest? That's the question for the day as a kid.
I was the nearly perfect child who never got in trouble, but maybe twice the entire time growing up. So, and look how I turned out.
Moving on.
I was being sarcastic. So yeah, I don't remember the tiger at all. It was some sort of statue or something. Where was it?
It was perched on
the balcony, I guess.
Yeah, on the balcony.
Really,
and it was at first I thought it was a stuffed tiger, and I was like, what the fuck? But then I realized, those have you ever been to Asheville, Tara?
To Asheville, North
Not Asheville, I'm sorry, Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Where they have the bears or whatever, the painted bears.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that, but way fucking big.
They have horses or cows or buffalo or something in Denver.
Buffalo.
Wow. So yeah, okay. So it was something like that. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. I really just need to rewatch that episode, even though I don't really want to.
Oh God. And Choke Point, I really wanted Henry to die in Choke Point when he
I
got
think we
injured.
all want Henry.
Yeah.
He just
Oh
needs to die.
my God. When he was bitching about how he was gonna have a scar from his injury, like whiny little baby.
You know what I thought? You know what thought came into my mind? I was like, yeah, Lydia's going to lick that scar.
That's what I thought too. Oh my God, Farid. Oh my God. He's like, I like it. And I thought, oh no.
Oh my God, she's going to lick his scar.
Okay, so I guess honestly that I'm like that was like one of my least favorite or was it my least favorite moments or no, that was one of my what the fuck moments, I think, from just other what the fuck moments from episode 13 was like just Henry and Lydia and like their dumb conversation. Episode 14, I mean, their dumb conversation about the scar and how he was like whining about it. And she's like, I like it. It did not even cross my mind that Lydia in the comics licks Carl's like eye socket.
She's like, lick his scar.
Oh my God. So honestly, like, I don't even think I'm like griping or what the fucking about that because at least she didn't lick his gross, like,
there's still time. Wound. There's still time.
Yeah.
I
mean, they would. Well, no, I mean, especially where it is, like they would have to be doing some. I don't think The Walking Dead is going to be that like.
Who knows?
Yeah,
they've done a really weird. I don't know. They've done like, and I'm glad for this. I'm not complaining about it, but like, I mean, they've killed kids. They've had kids killing kids. They've had grown-ups killing kids. They've had grown-ups killing grown-ups, and like. The sexual assault thing is something that I'm sure will be very prevalent, which I'm sure we're going to see a lot with Alpha. But so far, I've been glad that they've not touched that. But, murdering babies, sure, fine. It's great. It's cool. Yeah. If somebody heard this out of context, I feel like I'd be in a lot of trouble.
When you end up being way too famous, Bekah, someone is going to dig this webcast up. And then they're going to try to cancel you on Twitter.
I have a lot
because you said that.
I have a lot of things that would cancel me for Reed. Like I was a fucking mess. Like up until like 3 years ago, I was a disaster. And I will admit it. I was very problematic. And that will not be what gets me canceled. It'll be something else, I swear. Like they'll find my FetLife or something. So I gotta go close that down.
Okay, so you all remember when I said that Michonne should have slapped Judith in that previous episode when she was talking back to her in their house?
Yeah.
Michonne should have done that because the way Judith acted in episode 14, running off her an oar.
Is that what happens in Pakistan? Not Pakistan. Yeah, that's where you are. No. Where are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in Pakistan.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, maybe that's how they handle backtalk there, but here they do the exact goddamn same thing.
I mean, she ran off her own, and she like, why would you do that, Judith?
For the same reason that Carl ran off and go get the pudding. It's not in the family genes. I don't know. It's environmental, maybe, because she's not actually.
Yeah, she's not actually Carl's sister.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap dance my way out of the conversation now. I dug myself a hole.
Also, that scar on her arm, I actually thought that was a zombie wound.
Yeah.
That they're going to reveal that she's immune to the virus.
You think so? You still standing by that?
I mean, maybe. I don't want that to happen, but I thought that this show was going there.
I mean, maybe. It
that
could be.
That the new generation is immune to zombie bites and injuries.
I mean, I guess it would make... I don't know. I feel like that would be sort of like a Deus Ex Machina. You know what I mean?
It is very much a Deus Ex Machina. And I think that and I hate it when people I hate it when shows do that, but at the same time, like sometimes it's really satisfying. But at this point, the horse is already dead. Don't try to zap. Don't try to bring it.
Well, I mean, and it's also maybe they won't be allergic to the bites, but allergic.
Allergic. I'm allergic to walkers.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they wouldn't be immune to the bites, but they won't die and turn into walkers.
You mean they'll just die?
Yeah, because that's part of the problem. I think is that because eventually the walkers are all eventually they're gonna rot. Eventually they're all gonna be gone. They're not gonna just keep going 5 ever.
But still, it's been years, Tara. Why isn't any of the walkers rotting?
Watch. I mean, eventually they're just gonna be like bones.
When? It's been what, 6 years? 7?
Longer. 8 years.
Yeah. Those walkers aren't going anywhere. They aren't even slowed down. I mean, at this point, they should just be skeletons.
I would assume those are the newer ones. But again, where are they coming from? So many people are dead.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The walkers aren't rotting as they should be. I don't know where The Walking Dead is.
You know what?
There is no science behind it.
AMC, we have Farid. He will study the walkers for you, and he will tell you the appropriate rate at which a body should rot, even though it is still... Because I feel like it would be a leprosy situation, where they cut themselves and they fall down and they just keep going. So eventually they just would be down to bloody nubs.
But when?
Well, that's up to you, Dr. Farid.
It's been more than 8 years. They should all be crawling on the ground at this point.
Maybe they drowned. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, y'all, Daryl went all the way to Virginia Beach. Holla.
Also, Terry's, I was watching Chokepoint, and that's when I kind of thought about it, that Daryl was very worried when Alpha wanted one of the babies to die. But then Daryl ended up taking a herd to their safe house or whatever that was, or their camp. How many kids or babies do you think were killed during that? The surprise attack that Daryl did.
Oh, when he was playing dress up with Alpha and wearing the head?
I'm going to go ahead and guess they don't have many children or babies in their group.
Away the babies.
But still, there should be some children in there.
I mean, dude, how often is a baby so quiet that so I have 5 nieces and nephews. I can tell you right now, maybe one of them would have lived through that. Through the whole, if the baby isn't quiet and the mother can't quiet it, then it dies. 1 out of 5.
But still children, maybe a year or 2 younger than Lydia. Or 3 years younger than her.
But where would they have come from if their babies are all, you know what I'm saying? This is so dark. This is so dark.
How many kids did you kill, Daryl? I mean, he has had practice.
He said breakfast?
Practice. He has had practice killing.
I thought you said he had breakfast, and I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with killing children?
Practice.
The most important meal of the day. Go murder babies.
Don't forget your breakfast.
Eat your Wheaties so you can kill the sweeties.
Oh, God.
I mean, Tara eats a breakfast cereal called Crave, and so now I know what she's actually doing whenever she's out.
K.
Yeah, with a K. When she's out there running her 4 miles a day, she's actually slaughtering infants.
Rude.
Or the bees. She's killing the bees. Fuck you, Tara.
Actually, I'm taking my stick and stabbing the red ant mounds that pop up on the side of the side.
Oh my God, I hate those things so much.
So you're basically killing larvae, babies.
Yeah. Oh no. When you stab at those mounds, the red ants just swarm out by the thousands.
Yeah, Farid, come on over and let you meet our southern fire ants.
Do you have red ants?
Do you have fire ants there?
They bite.
I don't think so, and I don't want them.
Oh, well, you know what, Farid? We're gonna, if you ever come down to visit us, Tara and I are gonna take you on a nice walk.
Walk around.
And, this is so threatening. What if Farid's like super allergic to them and he dies?
I've never known anybody to be that allergic to fire ants. Like I've been bit by them. My like niece was very young, like 2 or 3, and got eaten up by them when she was playing out on the farm one time. Like they had to take her to the doctor, but like, you know, they give them an antihistamine or whatever, and they're fine. Anyway. So we've just gone from. Is there anything else we have to gripe about? Because
are we?
There's a theory. Like my theory is that Rick saw that flying helicopter a lot of times. So now that he's gone, no one has seen a helicopter flying around. Where are those people now?
Yeah, for how many years? 5, 6 years, 7 years? They haven't seen a helicopter?
Yeah. I mean, Rick used to see it quite a lot.
Also, like, I have to, like, how old are the Whispers? Like, how long have they been around?
I mean, based on the backstory, I would say since not long after the beginning of it, because they were, like, locked. They could not have been locked up in that warehouse or whatever it was, school, wherever the you know, Alpha and Lydia and her husband were like shut up with those other people. Like that had to have been pretty soon after, because they were clearly running out of like food and etc. And like yeah,
basically I guess they have been from the beginning, but we just ended up seeing them now.
Right. So
I don't know what they were doing.
I think they've been Whisperers for that long. Like, do you see Alpha's face?
Yeah.
It's like discolored. What?
Delicious.
And there are way too many of them. Like, I don't know how they were able to recruit all these people. Like, come over to our group. Like, wear walker masks.
Let's play dress up in the apocalypse. Yeah. I actually just came from a friend
cosplay convention.
Yeah, where we all cosplay walkers. Yay, WalkerCon 2000 forever. 2000 infinity.
No babies allowed.
No babies allowed. No future. There will be no future. No babies. If you have a baby, you'll be shot. And then the baby will be raised by Aaron with his arm. I have to say, like, I've been really tired of Daryl, like, the past, like, 3 or 4 seasons. But, like, I have to say this episode, like, and I've always, like, I've been a really big fan of Daryl, but then I stopped being really interested in him. I was kind of like, bleh, bleh. And then, you know, I was fixating on other characters instead. But I have to say, like, this episode particularly just really stood out to me about Daryl.
Which one? 13?
Yeah, the choke point.
Yeah.
I don't know, like he seems to be settling into his role of leader, not really like he wants to, but I don't know, like him just fighting Beta, and then like I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Chokehold, and I feel like a traitor for saying that, but I do.
I mean, we all like a chokehold occasionally.
We all like a chokehold. All right. Well, Farid. Speaking of chokeholds, have we mentioned Beth yet? No. All right, we mentioned her. Okay. So, well, you know, I have to mention her every single fucking. Anyway, I would be remiss if I did not. But all right, Farid. You know, if you're into being chokeholded by Daryl, and then WWE, the WWE Wrestle Walker Mania, where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson takes out a chair and beats the living shit out of a zombie. I've got hair in my face. What are we talking about? Bitches and gripes, or
Yeah.
Warren drives.
Okay. Did you guys already go over theories?
No.
Okay, so bitches and gripes. Beta getting up and walking away. It's not really a gripe, but I miss the least favorite moments. Like, dude just fucking fell down a goddamn elevator shaft, and he just pops up like a motherfucking daisy, and it's like,
that. I think that was one of my other. Was it one of my other gripes?
Yeah, it was.
So I agreed. How the fuck did he survive that fall and walk away? We kind of like briefly mentioned it at the very beginning, and then I was like, we'll talk about that more later.
I mean, he even had like a head wound, and like you could see that was, I don't know how long he was passed out, but then he woke up and it was like the Walking Dead equivalent of Viserion opening his eyes and finding out they were blue, you know? Like he's like, I'm alive. But
yeah, it was stupid. It just took me out of the moment. I was like, no, this isn't good.
Yeah, it was.
Especially because this showed the blood coming out of his head. And I was like, yeah, no. And also it doesn't make sense that Daryl wouldn't go and check that he has killed someone.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of Daryl. Like, he definitely would have.
Yeah, he would have checked, or he would have like shot an arrow at him just for like, just for the sake of it. Yeah. In his head. Yeah, it was just.
Also, I will say, I'm kind of confused because Daryl was like talking to, I don't remember her name. Daryl was talking to the woman who's deaf.
No one remembers her name, Bekah.
Okay, well.
No one remembers. Earlier, we're like, what's her name? I feel really rude that I don't remember her name.
I'm looking for it right now because I'm sure it's something really easy. Connie.
That's her name? I would not have placed her as a Connie, but sure.
Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, Connie. Her name is Connie.
Okay, so I literally don't remember them ever saying that name once.
I thought her name was Susie. But I also have anyway, like, because like Daryl was like she was writing on her little notepad, which, by the way, Daryl has infinity arrows. She also has infinity pages, apparently. Like on her notebook, which is every writer's dream, never ever have to buy another notebook.
What writer life are you living?
No, I said that would be the writer's life if you never had to buy another notebook. But also at the same time, it says the woman who has like 15 notebooks that have been untouched for like 7 years.
That's what I'm saying. I have an entire box like this big.
It's like a compulsion.
Yeah, you need the notebooks. And it's not because you're worried about running out of an old one. It's because you see a new one and you're like, oh, I like this notebook. Obviously, I need to have it, even though you have no use for it and you might probably never.
Yep, I have notebooks that, and sometimes I'll have notebooks that I'll tear the pages out in just so I can keep them looking like they're new notebooks.
I have notebooks coming out my ears. Like I can literally pull open 2 drawers right now. Here's the notebook. Here's the notebook. Here's the notebook. Hold on, I'm not done. Here's another notebook. I'm pretty sure I actually have more than that, but those are just the more reachable ones.
All of my notebooks are.
Here's one. Here's another notebook right here.
Are all up there, and a bunch of them are up there.
Anyway.
So what she's like Daryl's still talking.
Oh, wait. Here's another notebook.
Okay, Tara.
Sorry.
I'm over the notebooks now. But no,
Connie would be so happy, Tara.
Yeah, she'd be so proud. But no, because Connie writes down, but Daryl communicates with her by talking to her, and she seems to understand him, and I'm wondering how, because she's deaf.
She can read lips.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But then also, why did he randomly
write it down?
Yeah.
And then she angrily tore it. Yeah.
Just for that scene. They just wanted that scene to be in there. Or maybe they wanted the audience to remember that Daryl can write.
You know, it's really, really weird. I actually was sitting here thinking, I wonder what his handwriting is going to look like. And I was like, oh. Also, they never addressed how Daryl.
Did you notice him licking the pen?
Yes, I did. Where the fuck are they going to find a Sharpie that is not dried out? It's been 8 years. I'm sorry. Are there Sharpie factories still going? No? Okay.
You just keep licking it, Rebecca. Don't you know?
I love to lick Sharpies. It's my favorite thing to do. Here, let me get a Sharpie to lick.
Becca, is that a sword behind you?
It is, actually. Thank you for noticing. I have a sword. I've got a baseball bat.
You're ready for The Walking Dead.
I have a lightsaber.
She has a towel hanging on her doorknob for some reason.
You know what? It's my don't come in towel. No, I was using it to wash my face because I use oil to remove my makeup. Anyway, Tara.
I also like that spray bottle of like Febreze or something.
Look, okay. Y'all need to leave me alone. Okay.
Come back to licking Sharpies.
I came in and like my bed is a mess. I didn't get a chance to clean off my headboard. And like, I'm sitting here. Oh, but the show I went to tonight, they've had my frittatas in their freezer for forever. So I got my frittatas back.
Fancy.
Yeah, I know. Frozen frittatas.
Anyway, so what is Bekah? I gotta ask, under the gripes and what the fuck moments, whomst the fuck is this yeehaw motherfucker? What is that about? Like what else did I miss?
That was the highwayman, because he came out wearing a cowboy hat, and I was like, whomst the fuck? And that was just a stream of consciousness, and I was just watching so I wouldn't forget about it later. Although how could I? Because I'm just in love with him.
There was this stupid scene between him and Tara. They were like looking at each other for some weird reason.
He tipped his hat too, and I was like, get along, little doggy. Like, and I'm reminded of like that scene from SpongeBob where they're pretending to be from Texas because of Sandy the squirrel, and he's like, get a dog, little longy, and he's like walking like this. And that's all I could think of was, because I was like, oh great, now we have cowboys. And like,
the only cowboy that matters is John Dory.
Yeah.
Damn right, motherfucker.
It's like, yeah, no, I like the highwaymen because they're cowboys.
They're
whatever.
Just fodder. They're just fodder. They're going to die.
Yeah. I'm super whatever about them because of how badly they were introduced.
Yeah.
This cat is going to jump on me if I don't. Oh, no, you're dancing away.
Oh.
She's being coy. Okay, so did we have any other gripes on what the fuck ones? I think we've covered everything.
What do you think is going to happen in the last 2 episodes?
Oh, yeah, we didn't go over theories, really.
Yeah.
Bekah, I know your theory is that Negan's going to play a big role in the trade fair war.
I guess that's going to be like his redemption arc, because apparently he is redeemed, quote unquote redeemed. So I'm assuming that's his, and yeah. I'm sure he's probably going to show up, and the highwaymen are going to help, or they're all going to die. And there's either or. Either they help or they die. There's not really in between. Also, like, they were like, oh, join us, we'll give you movies. That's how I lure my friends to my house. I'll feed you and we'll watch movies. Like, I mean, I see no lies here.
I mean, yeah, like,
that's really it. Like, hey, I have food here. Also, you can wear your pajamas. And what?
Ducky's behind you.
Oh, she is.
Hi, Ducky.
That cat is super sensitive and like shy and never comes around. So this is very exciting.
And Splendid's on the bed in here too.
Yeah, she was teasing him earlier.
Oh.
I had to her. Anyway, yeah, Ducky is like he's like secret cat. Nobody ever sees him.
So you can like lure cowboys with the movie?
Apparently. Cowboys, if you give a cowboy a movie, You'll have to give him some popcorn.
Oh.
Strand,
What is
Strand,
that? What is that? If you
give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah, if you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah. If you give a
Strand,
cowboy a
Strand
movie.
needs to get on it. Strand needs to go and show John Dory a movie.
All right, Farid. That's also slang for let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. I don't know.
I mean, who's that woman in the Fear the Walking Dead that has those recordings?
Althea?
Althea? Althea. Yeah, Althea. She has movie. Strand just needs to like play it, and John Dory will just like slip in more than one way.
I'm sorry. Farid! Okay, no, I have to ask you. You gross. You have to ask you. It said the girl who was talking about FetLife earlier. Who's the top? Okay, who in that situation, who's the top and who's the bottom?
Okay. John Dory, he's the top, but he's a very needy, sensitive top.
Oh,
I see. You're right. He's a very sensitive top. He likes taking it slow. He doesn't want to rush. He likes eye contact. He likes.
No, I'm sitting.
He's one of those tops that want to be taken care of.
I feel attacked right now, Farid. How dare you do this to me?
He's one of those tops. Like he wants the other person to like take care of him and like help him go through all of it. He's there to serve. John Dory is the type of top who's there to serve.
So he's a service top.
Yeah, he'll be the one who like take care of you, but he also wants your love in return. I don't know. He's just way too emotional.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those tops who cry.
You need to stop calling me out right now, okay? You need to stop.
Dory cries. John Dory cries during it. Yeah, that's the kind of top.
Yeah, that would not shock me.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the top who cries.
Are you? I also am. Now you can see John Dory starring in The Top Who Cries, and he's got his cowboy hat.
And he's also one of those tops that won't stop complimenting you while you're doing it. He's like, you look lovely. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to be sharing this moment with you. He's that kind of top.
Hopefully, you haven't thought about any of this at all, have you? You've not been. Now, Farid has his erotic fan fiction in a notebook that he bought, and he's like written out this.
Do they have notebooks over there? I'm sorry for you. Absolutely. I hope you understand that we absolutely know you have notebooks over there, but it's just become a thing now.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, that's the kind of top that Dory is, and like, yeah, he's wonderful.
That's also the kind of top I am, so I appreciate that. I feel like you're complimenting me.
You ain't no Dory, Bekah.
We
love you, but you ain't no John Dory.
No, I didn't say I was John Dory, although I could be for the right person.
Okay, here's a question. So who's the opposite of that? Who is the top who is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, who's the opposite of John Dory?
Oh.
Not even on Fear the Walking Dead, on either show.
Oh.
The opposite of John Dory. So the bottom or like the top?
No, like top. The top who is
the toppy top.
Who just comes and goes.
Let's see. And we're not limiting ourselves to tops in male situations. So I gotta think.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I don't remember Nadia Hilker's character. I don't remember what hers is.
I don't remember.
No, she's a bottom. Her character, she's the bottom. The woman with the arrows and the English accent, I think she's the top.
Yeah,
like 100%. And I think that she's, I feel like she's the top that doesn't really want anybody to do anything for her because she wants to take care of everything and by herself. Like she's a top in my opinion.
She's a bossy top.
I think Andrea might have been. Even show Andrea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. She's like, I'm here to do it. I'll do it my way. You just need to stay quiet.
Yes,
and then I'll go.
is. Oh my God. Yeah, I can definitely see that. The governor's like, hey, baby. And she's like, shut the fuck up. And she like puts the pillow back over his head. Did I say you could talk?
Did I say you can look at me?
She slaps him across the face with I don't know, whatever she has within her reach.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. You know what?
Most of these people are like really sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come across as people who are really, really sensitive in bed. Even Negan.
Yeah.
For some reason, yeah. Who's a bossy bottom in your opinion?
Ooh, bossy bottom.
Ooh.
I feel like we could turn this into like a spin-off webcast one day.
Maggie.
Yes, Maggie is 100% a bossy bottom. I think she's very bossy.
Yeah. Great.
Let's see. I'm trying to think who's a very compliant, very submissive bottom.
Rick.
I agree.
I was about to say Daryl.
No, Daryl is kind of like
I can't imagine. Like I literally can't picture Daryl having sex.
Daryl is like John Dory, but Daryl is the bottom. Like when John Dory and Daryl do it, they both cry.
Oh boy,
and then they end up they spend more time cuddling than actually doing it.
Ace, no, Daryl is homoromantic, but he's asexual, so they cuddle a lot.
Yeah. But Maggie is a bossy bottom. I can see it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and Rick is a very complacent top or bottom. Like he's like, yeah, Michonne, do what you want to do with me.
Yeah. I think Carol is like a boss, like a top.
She's a dominant.
No. Carol is a dominatrix,
right? Like not like season 1 and 2 and 3 Carol, but absolutely everything after that.
Carol brings out the whips. She brings out the outfits. She brings
Ezekiel.
He's also a top. No, he's a top too.
You think so?
Yes, I absolutely know it. They are two doms.
But he's a crying top. Come on.
No, he's a sensual top. I feel like that he's gonna be the one who's gonna like tie you up and then use like the feathers and stuff and get you going. And then like
and the wax and the candle wax.
I thought you said the bat, and I was like, no,
candle wax.
And then like Carol's the one who will like bolt and lock the door and like fucking pounce on you from the shadows and drag you to the bed and chain you up there. And no, Ezekiel's like the sensual, like the candle wax and stuff like that. And we should have the bitching dead after dark.
We already are after dark. Like
yeah, after hours.
I mean, we all know that they're doing it. So like, yeah, we all know it. I mean,
doing it. They're fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, I really. What about Strand? Who you think? What kind of lover do you think Strand is?
Ugh, I don't really like him. So well,
I think he's a top, but maybe like a reluctant. No, he's a top. Like
I feel like that he's like the bad kind of top who doesn't want you to safe word. And
I disagree with that because I feel like he because of just what we know about his past relationships, but like that doesn't mean he's like, great about it or whatever. But like I think he's kind of probably he's a top, but he's just kind of like a neutral. Can we D&D class this?
Yes. Oh my God. We should do it. We should do it. Tara, we should have Brian. We should have Brian come on the show.
Brian would never. No, he would never. Not about this. But what would it be? It would be
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm talking about D&D
for the characters. Okay, just the characters. I'm talking about like we're talking about chaotic good, chaotic neutral,
Okay.
chaotic evil, lawful good. So it would be like
Okay.
lawful top, lawful whatever. Like, right? Like that's what I'm
No, it would be
looking for.
lawful.
Yeah.
It would be neutral switch, lawful switch, chaotic switch, and then
Okay.
you have evil top,
Evil top.
evil.
You're such an
Hold
evil top.
I
You're such an
am.
evil bottom.
I am a chaotic evil top. Yeah. We have chaotic evil top. We've got lawful. Wait.
Yeah, that's too many words.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to make
whatever. We will get into this. We are going to get into this, and we are going to create this diagram. Honestly, and it doesn't have to necessarily just be Walking Dead characters. I want this to happen like yesterday.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Wait, is this gonna? Wait, do you want to do like top and bottom, or do you want to do just their D&D alignments, or because we've sorted?
I mean, we've sorted a bunch of people, so I think we just need to figure out how to word the alignments with this. Whatever, we'll get into this later.
Yeah,
because it's 9:30. We've been going for Farid and I have been going for a little over an hour. Okay, so
that's the plan for the future.
Yeah, that's so we're plans for future webcasts involving the Bitch and Dead. We're going to create this D&D class. Just whatever. We're doing this.
There could be variations. There could be variations. Carol with the short hair. Who is she? Carol with the wig. Who is she?
Exactly.
Oh
exactly. And we do again already have like an outline for a Most Useless Characters webcast. So like once the show is on a break and we'll have, our usual Fear the Walking Dead things in the future whenever it comes back. But for now, what to watch other than The Walking Dead? Mine's real quick. Schitt's Creek. Like I can't say that it's the absolute best thing I've ever watched, but it has a sort of like Arrested Development feel, except for the fact that in Arrested Development, they're all horrible people. And in Schitt's Creek, they're actually all kind of good people. So it's like hilarious, but also feel good. And I really love it.
Same. You know what? My recommendation is that to watch Schitt's Creek. I guess it's like in its 5th season right now.
Yeah, I'm like in season 3, and I'm just like,
it's so positive. It just feels fun to watch it.
Like even when the characters are like, even when they mess up, it's like they're never being nasty. You know what I mean? But they still find a way to make it funny, which I think is a really that's not an easy thing to do. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Bekah, your recommendation?
Siren.
That's a good show.
Do you watch it?
I did watch. I binge watched the 1st season. I'm waiting for the 2nd season to come out to binge watch.
It's on Hulu.
But not the entire season. I'm waiting for the entire season to be released. Or has the entire season been released?
They had, so their mid-season finale was last, because like the first season was like 10 episodes, but then they actually have it like more fleshed out, which I really enjoy because it's LGBT friendly or LGBT representation. It's polyamorous representation. It's women in a position of power. It's people of color. Which is really nice. But no, the mid-season finale just happened, and I think Aaron told me it's coming back on in July. But it really is a good show. Like I was really like, this is so phony, and like it kind of is kind of cheesy sometimes, but like it's.
I mean, the acting isn't the best.
No, the acting is definitely not the best, but it's a very good show, and I really like it. And like whenever I was kind of like, this is dumb, and then like I actually started like watching it more and more. And then I was like, oh no, I'm super invested in this. Oh no. And but yeah, definitely Siren if you get a chance to watch it.
Yeah. So what are you all up to? Ice and Fire Con, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's it.
Yeah. Yep. What about the dates? Is the season 8 premiere going to be during that con?
The season 8 premiere is the weekend before.
Before.
So it's the season 8 premiere is April 14th. Then there's one on the 21st. Then there's one on the 28th. So the episode, the big episode though, the like hour and a half long plus episode is airing while we're at Ice and Fire Con.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh.
You're going to do a group watch?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait.
And it is not part of your, like, it's not part of the convention per se. You know what I mean? Like our hours don't technically include it, but you know, yeah.
But some of us will be there for to watch it. So
Okay.
I think, are we good?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Oh, I have to say, I forgot to say this earlier, but I swear to God, if something happens to Dog, I will lose my shit.
Dog's head on a stake.
Fuck you.
No.
I'm Bekah along with Farid and Tara. Thank you for joining us while we bitch about
Wearing Carol's wig.
while we
That
bitch
should
about
be
while we bitch about stuff and things of the bitching dead. Farid is chaotic evil.
No, wait, Bekah, wait, please wait. Okay,
Fine.
just picture it. They noticed the back of Carol's wig on a pike. Okay,
You better not.
Daryl starts crying. Everyone starts crying that Carol is dead. But then Carol, without her wig, comes out of the forest, and everyone is like, "Yeah, Carol's not dead." But when they go to the front of the pike, it's actually Dog's face.
and
Daryl starts crying again.
Chaotic evil, Farid.
chaotic evil. You were how dare you interrupted my send-off with this absolute bullshit, and I let you. You're like, no, let me finish. And as soon as you opened your mouth, I knew what you were gonna say. As soon as you opened your mouth. All right, everybody. So we're gonna draw and quarter Farid and feed him to the swamp zombies. The swambies. So please follow the Bitching Dead and the Geeky on Twitter. Remember, we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. And then I guess, so not next week, but the next week, we'll be covering the season 9 finale.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye forever.
But thank you until we have 3 more seasons to review. But thank you so much for contributing and helping our host site, The Geeky. Bye.
Good night. Bye.